Riders Republic 3.
This feel like steep odds.
Watch Dogs, but the A is a 4 and the O is an @ symbol.
No, the W is going to be made out of 4s somehow.
And
No, it's / / //
you certainly did find the 2 series I hope never return from
Well,
them.
don't worry. Don't worry. The creative director of those recent Watch Dogs games is the AI NFT guy who's stuck ruining their Infinite Super game.
Oh, great.
Good for him.
I'm not sure if I'm more worried about them pretending that all of those Assassin's Creed projects are still perfectly fine and everything's okay, or if we're gonna see a shell game on stage.
Oh.
I'm gonna assume that any game they show that doesn't have a date isn't real.
Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like this is the most likely year for Ubisoft to have as one of those incredibly fake gameplay showcases.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
You mean, yeah, I was like,
Like,
you mean
yeah, this
since
is gonna
7th
be-
gen?
Yeah.
This is gonna be like 40% a gameplay breakdown of Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Yup.
No, guys.
that-
Don't ignore the fact that game was assembled in paper mache backstage before the conference.
Because they'll probably show that fake CG Star Wars trailer again.
I feel like they'll have a new one. Like they'll have more CG Star Wars trailers for us.
They're gonna have to pretend Skull and Bones is real. Because people are outside their door.
I hope that they talk about input lag during the Assassin's Creed Mirage section. I'd like them to acknowledge their problem.
Oh God,
Could you imagine?
I can't
Bob,
imagine a timeline of them doing that.
I mean, they
know.
have the input lag analysis dude over there, but I don't think he's over Assassin's Creed. I think he's doing work elsewhere.
Yeah, I know that he's around for Rainbow Six mainly. I'd like to see him, export it to other parts of the company.
Could we use these
Ejected.
techniques in other projects? I mean, we could.
Are we gonna see one of those really embarrassing "we're working on the game we promise" shots of like a character stumbling around like an empty wireframe room?
That's such an EA move. I feel like they.
Yeah, but that's the level of not being real Ubisoft is right now.
Right, but I think Ubisoft is more of a please be impressed by all this concept art kind of company.
Yeah, in years past they've done that. Unfortunately, they're not quite as high tier as the Call of Duty dog, mouth closed.
Yeah, I always expect from Ubisoft them not to show us behind the scenes so much as they're like, here's a CG trailer, believe us.
They do both, yeah.
Look,
Because, like, you got to remember the Beyond Good and Evil 2 arc, where they're like, here's a picture. And then next year, here's the city.
Yeah.
And then next year, here's the CG trailer that makes no sense. Give it the last 2 years.
All I'm asking, and I feel like this is reasonable, is about 50% of the conference devoted to that Metroidvania. That's fine. I'm happy.
What was that called?
Sure.
Prince of Persia,
The something crown.
The Forever King.
Infinite Money.
Immortal something.
Immortals Rise of Persia.
Oh my god, it'd be hilarious if they brought back the Immortals series to be a knockoff of Tears of the Kingdom and be even worse.
Oh,
I-
no.
If they gave a shit at all, they might be able to make something out of that.
We got something.
Yeah.
18 Peggies.
Oh, back to
Did you
flags.
just roll a Peggy logo to trick me?
18 Peggies, agree.
But 4 Hanks disagree.
Or we just...
Maybe this is the one canonical multi-logo roll.
Okay, all right.
We'll give it a loop.
You're not... This is rookie shit. You're not supposed to show the same
Right.
pre-roll footage as the opener.
Yeah, this is bullshit. You tricked me into stop listening to the Commodore song.
Right? How dare you?
How dare you?
Is this for the Division, I assume?
Yeah, that's gotta be the
Okay.
division.
Oh right, they still haven't released that Division like survival game.
Yeah, I think it was like a Division multiplayer game. It might have been an extraction shooter,
Didn't-
because I think it was
Okay, yeah.
multiplayer.
Wow.
It
oriented,
was.
right?
Didn't we get that
Welcome
for
to the
2024?
Ubisoft Forward pre-show. The main show will begin in 15 minutes, but until then, sit
Now
back.
we got
What do you think? You're
countdowns.
fucking
and enjoy a
Devolver?
jam-packed
Right.
Honestly.
Oh man, they have a live crowd. You know what that means.
If we're gonna create a meme.
Yes!
Impactful updates in the game's history. We asked top creators from YouTube and Twitch to tell us what they think
why?
about Siege today.
Siege is a completely different game than it was like 5, 4, 3 years ago. There's way more operators.
There's so many things that you can test out when there's a new operator, whether it's the
There's new
interactions with the other
characters. It's a
operators,
totally new game.
Oh my god, there's weapons and maps.
Wait, are you telling me Overwatch 2 actually is a new game?
Yes.
Oh my god.
We all solved the mystery.
According to this new metric.
The bar's never been lower.
Even hide the bomb chassis and convince people that the site that they were supposed to be attacking on wasn't actually there because you had, successfully hidden the bomb.
Most hero shooters dream of having their entire roster essentially be viable operators, and I think Siege has really nailed that.
When I stream Rainbow Six Siege, and someone who hasn't
I
played
guess
in a
that
long time,
the appropriate terminology. I was trying to think of like, can we really call Rainbow Six a hero shooter?
We're about to get the
But I
reworked
guess.
console.
playing around on reworked maps and doing things like replay C4s
Yeah, it's a
and
hero
pulse
shooter. You
20
pick
from below.
specific characters that have specific
Those
abilities and
tactical
then
plays
go
are
do
the
shit.
most satisfying
Right.
thing
The fact
ever
that they
in
aren't
gaming.
constantly trying
Progression
to
was awesome.
pathetically
I-
build
you know,
lore
I
up
started
around
with
them.
PS4, so I had
Right.
several years,
Doesn't mean it's not a hero shooter.
I mean, how can I breach this building if I don't know which ones are gay?
under my belt, and so I had all the cool skins.
Ubisoft fucks up enough. Why haven't I gotten that press release?
So having that suddenly be on my PC account, which I started, I don't know, probably 3 years into my journey.
Yeah, I need to take the point, but
was
which one can I
fantastic.
pretend that I can have sex with?
Important. I need to know their sexual preferences.
We are talking about the heroes and not the points, right?
And I know the Mousetrap
I
was
don't
a
judge.
huge announcement that a lot of console players were waiting for.
The most groundbreaking thing
I'm-
added to Siege
You wanna
for me
plant that bomb,
was
be my guest.
Ranks 2.0.
I'm really excited for the
I'm not a
changes,
fan of this
for
year's
the
trend of
shields.
them
I feel
telling
like
us
it's been
when
a
the
long time
pre-show
coming.
starts.
I love things like the shooting range.
Like that
being
has
able
gonna
to
have real things in it,
um,
and then it's always
switch
just this.
seamlessly between weapons and operators. It's an amazing
Yeah,
change.
pre-shows are always so annoying because you never know if it's going to be something that you need to see or not.
So there's a lot of Siege
I,
to be
I,
excited
I'd really be
for.
fine if basically all of these people just went to, yeah, we pre-recorded it. Show up right at this time to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, these are pre-recorded. Like the Ubisoft Forward's all of them.
Just be, yeah.
So I don't know.
Jeff's wasn't though,
Yeah, Jeff's wasn't. That's a.
Jeff's a professional.
Mm-hmm.
and the OTK Games Expo wasn't.
Right.
Oh man, that sure did elevate the quality, huh?
At the highest level of Rainbow Siege Esports, only those ready to. Oh, fuck me, I guess.
Make the sacrifice and give it their all? Bro. It's a video game.
You
like,
clicked the button.
Are you making a fucking streaming show about esports?
Tournaments to win tournaments.
Oh no.
There's no way.
Please don't.
Oh, what if they announced Mystic Quest Season 3 here?
They might. Wait, isn't that already announced? Don't we already know that's coming?
You can't leave.
Oh, I bet there'll be a trailer then.
Yeah, probably.
Like moving countries to pursue my dream and career was very difficult at the beginning because I had to left some people behind, in Brazil. But you have to be the best. You have to think that you are the best. There's a pressure like of being a team captain because, like for example, if I'm not scared to play a match, like my team's not gonna be scared, Like on social media, when people see that, they respect
Were
me.
those photos
But
of
if
his
they don't,
family
it's
made
like,
to look old
oh,
artificially?
dynasty,
Correct,
like
yes.
the forbidden word.
Absolutely.
I feel we have everything that we need to be the best team in the world. We just have to prove to everyone else. My dream is to win like two big tournaments in a row. To win is the most important thing. If we
Unless they're
lose
trying to
this
say
game or
that
win
my
this game,
family
like,
could
it's
only
my fault,
afford those like wedding cameras to crank yourselves.
My family could only afford an antique camera.
Yes.
All on my shoulders.
Spent so many hours just swiping the Polaroid.
We work in a discipline that has
Isn't this
certain gaps
Unity?
between the people that make
Looks
buildings
like it.
and the people that use
This
buildings.
is-
And I think
this dude
we
is
could use games and virtual spaces
a
as
stand
way of
user could
breaking
be
down those
anywhere.
boundaries and inviting new audiences to participate in
All
architecture.
stand users just look
There's
like it.
an important relationship between architecture, urbanism, and video games. An understanding of how real cities are formed, how people behaved in cities, how people gathered in
It's
crowds
like
is often
they
very,
know
very
no
helpful
one's like
in
Assassin's
being able to
Creed
articulate that meaningfully in a
makes sense
fictional world
Unity.
as well.
Or at least this part where it's like, oh yeah, they
Video
make
game
the
urbanism
cities.
is the name of our teaching studio. We've been teaching this for a number of years now, working with students to promote the use of game engine technology as an architectural method for design.
We've been gamers since we were young, and I think
Can
that
his
really
shirt please
informed
pick one
in some way
color?
our decision to become
Oh, it's
architects,
Jinkaria.
because we've
Oh,
always been
no.
really
No,
interested
we
by
have to go back.
spaces. So Ubisoft approached us to reinterpret one of their games
It's
in
not
any way
nearly as
we'd
good
like
as
to.
We're
Jinkaria's.
interested
It's
in
not, it's
how
like a weak
Unity
version.
opens up the city in a new way, rather than just experiencing things.
It's like
from the
Jinkaria's
street,
son.
being
It's
able
like,
to
"You'll never
really
be."
kind of navigate across the buildings,
You'll never
the
be as
rooftops,
great
the
as Gene
facades,
Caria, is the
interacting with
sentence you were about to
I
say.
know, and I
Well,
stopped myself, and then you finished.
Well, you see, he wouldn't be in Japan, so he'd use his actual name, Gene Courier.
See the city in a new light.
So when we were researching
That's
the
canon,
game,
by the
we found
way.
it really
Oh my
interesting
God.
to
He wears the
read some of
devil
the
jeans.
interviews and some of the material from the developers as to how they approach the design of the architecture, and hearing
This
that
is literally
facing
just Ubisoft
real
jacking off.
virtual
Yeah.
problems
Yeah.
that we
Did you
also
not know
face
what a
as
Ubisoft
architects
conference was?
No, yeah, but like this has nothing to do with a product lineup. This is just them going, hey, look at all the really smart shit we're involved with. Aren't you impressed? We're a real company with prospects and a stock price that's stable.
At least other showings are like innuendo, like, yeah, and then Ubisoft's like, this is the shaft, these are the balls.
Which is obviously the highlight of the model here.
We picked the Aloe Blade because we think it was a really good example of a building that's use has changed maybe quite a lot from the game to the present day, even to the fact that it's got a new insertion in it from an architect that we really loved. And it was a really interesting building to look at.
I sure did like looking at it.
We really
So I
like
made it
the
in
way
our
that
engine.
games
It's a
are
really
totally
interesting
kind of
building to
used
look
in
at, is the most I'm
spaces, which is
stalling for
definitely
this
something
conference sentence I've heard in a bit.
Yeah. There's a full
I
video
won't-
of that.
I won't, but thank you anyway.
I'll go just to as a sick curiosity. How many views? How many sickos went to watch that video?
Oh, yeah, that's actually... We're looking at that number, we're like, damn, that building was really interesting to look at.
Oh. But, you know what? I might agree. Can I, assemble it if it was sort of broken into pieces and I could put it back together in like a virtual format?
And it made some sort of soundscape.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be, one might say that might be a contestant for Game of the Year
I know.
if such a thing were to happen.
Crazy.
My head was in a completely different place, and I'm like, Eric, nobody's sold Puzz 3D since like 2001.
Put it in Picross 3D. Do it.
Man, this is even less of a pre-show than I'm previously experienced. Like, there's not a host for it. There's not any sort of thing going on.
And how I feel off the play on the
They're not even new commercials for things. It just feels like, yeah,
Play our game and get famous on Twitch.
yeah.
Like, this is all time that they could be spending doing whatever 10-minute bullshit they're gonna do for Just Dance again.
Mm-hmm.
So Devolver Digital, current reigning champ of the pre-show.
Yeah, obviously.
Not even close.
Yeah, I thought that the PC game show was like the worst kind of pre-show you could make, but this is not even a show.
No. This is an ad break.
Not to sound like a contrarian, but I love that the pre-show, the PC gaming thing, set up the lore.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, look, it's that game that has...
Real, that's true.
I mean, that game has like 18 million players, but none of us have ever met one, nor will we ever.
It's true.
I really thought Multiversus was gonna fuck them over, but they just walked through them.
Stay tuned for
Like the Baylor Man.
Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and the Crew Motorfest.
Stop being excited to be identified on camera at the Ubisoft show.
Well, they
What
got to
if this
make a
isn't
meme.
real and this is just? What if this is just B-roll and there's not actually a crowd?
That would be quite something.
Whoa. Bye.
You made a gag reel of your games going great.
This isn't even a gag reel. It's just, oh, you can kick people in the junk. You can kick people. Ubisoft, you don't make funny haha open world games.
They think
You kind
they
of
do.
make the opposite of those.
Ah.
I see.
What a stupid
Have you thought about not being racist?
Have you
I
watched?
don't-
Is it any wonder that this company's fucking collapsing?
Would you like to take our brief online school course about lowering online toxicity? Anyone with any kind of tendency to be a dickbag on the internet? No?
No? Right.
Half of it's just about how unions are bad anyway. I don't understand the correlation.
I clicked the one about racial slurs and it still went to unions. That's crazy.
It said, okay, well, you failed the not saying racial slurs thing. You need to be remediated about unions.
Did you know that unions used to be racist? Yeah, but like so is everyone, so I don't think that's a valid argument.
This is.
Oh man, I mean,
I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down. You know, I don't have my summer shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot to get my
Where's your
summer shirt on
summer
too.
shirts? He's doing it.
I knew I'd been training for the splits for a reason. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow. I'm amazed.
Who's coming tomorrow?
I'm so excited.
It's almost time. So in between conferences, okay, in the fan Discord, they have enlightened me on the noteworthy difference between G Fuel and Gamer Sups. Gamer Sups has more caffeine, so that might be a problem for people with heart problems.
Okay.
But it doesn't use Splenda or sucralose. It uses erythritol, which might not spike blood sugar on pre-diabetic type 2 diabetics or type 1 as hard. So, gamer, if you have a heart problem and you're a diabetic, go drink Kool-Aid, I guess. I don't we don't have a powder for
If you
you.
have an actual heart condition, like,
Yeah.
you really gonna ride that razor's edge when you drink an energy drink?
Well, yeah, see, that's the thing, because it's not like G Fuel doesn't have a lot of caffeine. It still objectively has like 140 milligrams per serving or something.
So, yeah, getting to
More than your body can process at once.
Thanks, everyone.
No, drink Kool-Aid if you're a diabetic. I am a doctor.
Yeah.
This is medical advice. If you don't believe me, ask
The show's
Quora.
about to begin. Get your snacks. Get settled. Ready?
I like how the hot
go.
dog has an
Oh, an
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed hood
Creed
on,
cowl, yeah.
but none of the other two are recognizable at all.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the
I think
Oh, was the
There's a rabid.
was the drink For Honor?
Yeah, there was a For Honor
Might have been
bin.
that.
There we go.
Oh, maybe
It's just hard to
I haven't
recognize
seen-
because it's just a fucking helmet.
Yeah, it's just a
I mean,
Viking
I haven't
helmet,
seen
like-
anybody even mention For Honor in like 4 years.
Yeah, I'm the only one who brings it up because this is ours now.
So this is the Just Dance ad. I better not see it during the regular conference.
I agree
you
with this
will.
statement. I better not see
That's
this.
the one game they're able to ship.
Well, that's because it still uses architecture that can be used on the N64. Like,
That's not true. They quit making a Wii version like 3 years ago.
oh my god,
Cowards.
they're leaving their fans behind.
Unironically, they probably are losing a couple 100,000.
There was a moment where he landed on the ground, the skinny nerd looking dude, and they started dancing, and I just thought he was gonna sit out the rest. So he's like, "You two dance, I'll just watch."
Nice Imvu avatar.
Oh, the IMV.
Oh, are you on stage?
Maybe.
Is
Oh
this...
my god, it is in the show. And it's licensed by the Olympics.
Esports? What the fuck?
The
These
Olympic
motherfuckers don't
esports
have
are
any games.
fucking weird.
Yeah, is Just Dance actually one of them?
I wouldn't doubt it. The choices are bizarre. One of them is a game that's like not actually out yet. And I cannot remember which world power funded the development of the game that got it pushed through. Maybe it was China? I wish Just Dance, like, there was more to it than there is, because I have no problem with the rhythm game where the point is dancing.
Right, of
I would
course.
love to do that. But every time I've ever seen gameplay, it just looks like stick a Wiimote up your ass
What is it?
and just do whatever, man. Do whatever feels natural at that point.
I'm sorry, is anyone else seeing? Is this going to be advertising the new Power Rangers? Why are they all color coded?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. We have the Ranger colors, don't we? Wait. We're missing.
I mean, we have
pink
Ranger
and
colors.
We have green.
We have typical Ranger
There's
colors.
not
we just
al- There's
swapped.
not always pink.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking classic. But yes,
Right.
no, we're this has to end with them getting into a Zord.
And then the Zord dances.
This is a Robot Chicken sketch.
Yes.
Now there are two Green Rangers.
But she's got like white trim, so it could be a White Ranger.
I thought you were gonna be like, but she has a really nice personality. Her relationship with her mom's great.
No, she's definitely a Gold Ranger.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought she was a Cheetah Print Ranger.
They're based on the colors
that's the
of
Cheetah
the.
Girls. That's a different thing entirely.
They're based on the colors of the Olympic rings. No. That is Power Rangers.
Absolutely. God
Get
damn
out of
it.
here with your bullshit.
Stop
Which one of these is
gaslighting
more
us,
culturally relevant around the world?
Chat. Didn't they not ship on the Wii for once, and the sales actually did take a dive? Like, I could have sworn that's what happened
Yeah, I
with
think
Just
that happened
Dance.
at least the very first year.
That's so funny.
I expect we're going to be cutting to these flags a lot during this presentation.
The Black Flag. Always, or Skull and Bones flag, sorry.
It's not a Ubisoft original. It's just a...
Oh, this is Avatar.
Oh, is this
isn't it?
Avatar?
Oh,
This is
god
Avatar.
damn it.
They did warn us that it would be here. We'll look really
I mean, they claim that they're supposed to ship this before the end of April next year.
I mean, that
Or
looks
the end
like
of March
a video
next
game
year.
from Ubisoft. And that looked a little Shadow of the Beast, but I know it's probably a real thing in Avatar.
The RDA's greed poisoned our world.
Like, I guess, Avatar is, sell a lot and whatever, and people really like the world and stuff, but when you put it in a video game, it's like, this is the most boring setting for a video game.
Yeah,
It's
this looks like
What?
1/10 as good as the movies.
On
They're weapons. Things that a Nazi should not know.
Hopefully those millions of ghosts come out and buy the game too.
That would rule, man! If no one we knew bought the game, but it sold 12 million? That would be so great!
It's all those Brawlhalla fans. They're also real big into Avatar.
Yeah, I really do wonder if it'll translate, because again, this just looks so much worse than those movies do.
Well, I don't even know what the gameplay is. I just know a Navi's gonna use a gun.
I awoke,
I bespoke.
and I was free.
It's funny how you see this in a movie and you're like, wow, it's original. It's a It's so marvelous. I've never seen this before, and in a game, it's like, yeah, I've played World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, like, it sure is one zone in an MMO.
That sure
One
is Anger
biome.
Marsh.
Let's be real. If Horizon 3 took place on an alien planet, it would look identical.
Now you see what they kept you from. Your true home.
Are you Soul Caliburman? Is this an ageless battle?
Transcending history in the world?
Yeah, I think the biggest shock in that was when it was first person.
Yeah.
I did not realize it was that.
Right? It's going to be Far Cry?
Get in our way. Get rid of them.
And I
I thought the whole point of Avatar was to look at the blue people.
I choose to protect
all the time.
my home.
No, the whole point of Avatar is to pretend that you're on the planet and then get withdrawals when you're not there, so you have to watch the movie again.
It is unbelievably funny and pathetic to have a part of your trailer be like, no, these Na'vi know how to use guns because we don't have any other ideas.
Yeah, no. The moment that Na'vi was holding that gun earlier, and I'm like, oh, right, a Ubisoft game.
I mean, at least the first movie, the whole thing is like it's a soldier in a Na'vi body.
Sure.
So he knows
He would do a
guns.
gun.
Well, I assume that's what they're doing again.
No, it seemed like it was, what do they call it when they kidnap native kids and put them in schools?
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that had a specific...
Man, that's a shock.
Genocide?
They were called something schools.
Oh,
Raiden attended one of those, right?
Hi there, everyone. I'm Jim Cameron, the
residential
creator of
schools?
Avatar and Avatar: The Way of Water.
I don't really care about this, but they gave me money.
Yeah, residential schools.
I set out to imagine another world, a world as rich and complex as our own. And we wanted the audience to feel as though they were really on Pandora, to dream with their eyes
The movie
wide
is
open,
exciting as the
and
most
to
boring
explore
video
this
game.
world with our characters.
And then Ubisoft just sort of
Always been
shit
our
out of
vision
Far
to
Cry with
embrace
blue people.
technology
Yeah,
to
and I was
allow
like,
us to find new ways
cool, where's my
outside
check?
the cinema to immerse people in this world.
And like the
Our
game's
friends
not
at
done yet,
Ubisoft share
and
the same
that's been the last 5 years.
That Elita sequel's not going to fund itself.
Possible in games.
This game was supposed to come out before the movie.
Yeah, that would be great.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Our
You
creative
notice we
team at
didn't have a
Watch
ton
Dogs
of
been able to share
Na'vis
their
with
insights
guns in the new
with
movie.
massive,
I will
talented
not say
team
anything else
who
about
are
that.
experts in creating living, open worlds. Together, we'll be able to bring players to the western frontier with new environments, new flora and fauna, and new characters. And an
Was any of
original
that new
story
flora
that
and fauna?
coexists with the
Because
events of the
all
Avatar
of this
film.
planet looks the same.
New relative to the first movie, the second
And we look
movie.
forward to welcoming you back to the world
Okay.
of
The in-universe geological timetable.
Yeah, I feel like that little really similar to things that already existed.
That man is so much bigger than everyone around him.
My name
Ah!
is Dane
No, Phil
Why?
event.
Phil's there. Phil jump scare.
behind Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora today.
He
Oh,
likes to
God.
keep tabs
Phil,
on
you're
it on
doing
the
so
only
good this
company
week,
more
don't fuck it
doomed
up.
than him.
Do you think Phil's taking the stage to be like, we bought Ubisoft?
Phil's trying to boost his self-esteem
Unravel the mysteries of your
to go to Ubisoft's
Learn
show.
what it means to be Na'vi. And
It could-
explore
my
new
life could
parts
be
of
so much
Pandora
worse.
On land or together with your trusted
I don't know,
band
Phil. They're
in the
shipping
air.
games plural.
Oh no.
Our ambition is to create a playground where curiosity is rewarded. This tangible and
But you
highly
gave everyone guns.
I'm curious about the interaction between bullets and that tree. It's not Far Cry 2, so there isn't one.
Are they at least cool guns?
As the Na'vi say, Sivako.
Kmart Sci-Fi PDWs.
Aw.
December 7th.
Not even like cool Turok guns?
Okay, cool. It's a Christmas
We're
game.
delighted to show
Yeah.
you
Wow.
this adventure. So prepare to lose
No
yourself.
joke.
Look at that red and green pterodactyl.
Look, no joke.
Christmas.
No joke. If they sent me code for this, I would be more than thrilled to try it out. I just worry that the PC version may or may not be great. Just because of how PC games are going right now.
Yeah.
And that was looking a little chunky
Wait,
in
are we doing this
performance.
again? Or is this
Yeah,
like
we're gonna
gameplay?
get
We're getting gameplay.
Okay.
This is. I'm not sure if you
for real.
remember. This is what E3 used to be like.
Yeah, all right.
Trailer, person talking about it, person responsible, gameplay.
person responsible. Like they're
Yeah, they used to always be in the building.
He's in custody
range.
now.
I like he must always. It's a trailer? Person talking about it. Handler.
Handler and his escort.
When the RDA expands their operations to the western frontier.
Will we get to drive the
John
mechs?
Mercer, one of the leaders of the RDA, abducts you and other Navi children from your home to teach you the ways of humans, hoping to mold you and turn you against your own people.
Humans love Ubisoft games.
They sure
By the
do.
Battle of the Hallelujah Mountains, and you are put into emergency cryosleep.
Yeah, even though it becoming how do we get a gun in the hands of a Navi, this game still seems like a really neat thing.
The RDA, you set out to take them down and look to secure the help
It's a
of other
Ubisoft
Navi
game though,
clans.
so I can't trust it because it might just boil down to the exact same checklist as Far Cry.
This really.
Oh yeah, 100%. But since it's now Avatar, it's at least not the exact same game as Far Cry.
Now it's Far Cry with blue people and cool aliens, I guess.
And a
I don't
fucking
know,
awesome looking landscape. Like this
Far
looks
Cry-
nuts.
Far Cry to me is salt.
Brimming with life and dense vegetation.
So if you put enough salt in something, eventually all you're gonna taste is salt.
I feel like if this game does come out and it's just Far Cry with an Avatar skin, a lot of people miss their opportunity to sneak into Ubisoft and trick them out of millions of dollars into making an Abe's Odyssey game.
Where you can bond for life with your very own
Because we already had Stranger's Wrath. Like they're willing to make the shooter Abe's Odyssey, you know, or Oddworld.
Experiment with acrobatics and feel a rush
Experiment
of
with
adrenaline
acrobatics.
as you dive
I
from
learned
the
it from
sky
you,
and
alright?
explore the open world of Pandora from the
Acro
air.
curious.
Oh, that looks terrible.
Travel north, you'll get to the
I've hated every video game with the "You're going fast, we promise" wind tunnel.
Yeah.
Speed lines.
I can see. The nomadic Seswa clan live here in symbiosis with gigantic beasts called Sakos.
Yeah, this looks fucking gorgeous.
This guy's giving me more hope for that Star Wars game being anything, because this is also massive.
Mm-hmm.
And further west,
What else? Like, I know there's the humans are here to get the engine resource with like. I feel like you should be studying the floating land masses and harnessing that energy.
Nope, only interested in unobtainium. Thank you.
I
like they're
think
just
the
floating.
flying mountains float because unobtainium is in them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Interesting. I didn't remember that. The last time I saw Avatar was, oh my god, ago.
Yeah, when it was in theaters, the first one.
When half of our chat may have not even been born. I don't know.
The last time I
That's
saw
what it
Avatar
feels
was
like.
no ago.
animals are hurt and poached. You'll need to
Oh
stop
yeah,
for
it can't
a
be
day,
exactly a
ravage
Far
your
Cry
home.
game because they can't possibly be like kill 37 pigs.
As a
You have to be
Make
one
a
with
bag.
nature.
you can
Oh,
learn
cool
to
weapon
master
wheel.
multiple
Wow.
combat styles. Your powerful instincts allow you to get
Powerful.
an overview of the battlefield.
Use your Navi vision.
Right. Powerful bat vision.
Traditional Navi weapons are versatile and precise.
Man,
What a shitty
Ubisoft sure has a talent to grind anything, no matter what it is, down into the exact same wheat flour.
Put it into the mortar and pestle. Grind it until smooth.
Ubisoft is like, I can make an oat bar out of anything. Watch.
That's not a cool talent to have, Ubisoft.
No, but we're very, very good at it.
God, it's
And
like
if you love oat bars, you'll love this.
it's like back when you could make a Street Fighter clone out of literally any property.
That's true. I mean, yes. But at least you
Yeah,
could
but
just
they're like
shit
if all
those
of them
out.
were made by one company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able
Can we
to
talk about
harvest
how
the
much of a
best
huge
quality
disappointment I am in that I didn't keep the Avatar shirt my girlfriend from 2000 whatever gave me until this conference just to wear it here today?
That would have been pretty great.
God.
I think at a certain point Ubisoft's going to lose a court battle. They're like, no, you can't copyright Ubisoft Tower games. They're not distinct enough.
skill upgrades.
There's literally nothing in this that can be
Connect.
copyrighted.
It's clearly just a common genre.
Connect to the hive mind where the skill tree is.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yeah, the skill tree. It's-
Yeah, I know. I know.
You can't not have it.
I know.
I assume you
know.
I assume you
there are oats in everything.
you climb the tower to connect to your tendrils into something.
There's a lot of stuff here for the oat heads in the audience.
I'm really oating out.
We invite you to explore this world of
Oat up gamers.
Become Navi and take down the RDA to protect Pandora.
So this conference is already like exactly what I was thinking it would be, where it's just like this game that didn't have shit to show until now is shipping in the next year. Look at this shit that shows it's pretty done.
Right? Like, we didn't believe him.
I still don't believe him.
I don't know. To me, it's felt like Ubisoft is the guy at a party who hasn't thrown up yet, but everyone knows it's coming. Because they haven't shipped shit for years, and they, like, that Assassin's Creed thing should have been out by now. The Prince of Persia thing looks like something that can ship relatively easily.
Right.
Because it's clearly a low budget thing.
I just had a weird realization that Avatar is just elves versus dwarves.
Go
No,
on.
it's indigenous people versus white people, Eric.
I mean, well, okay. These
Like that-
tall, slender people who live for seemingly
With the
ever
lower
are
BMI, which
invaded
makes
by
them
these
better.
small creatures that are obsessed with the rocks in the ground.
Okay, first of all, the dwarves were there first.
Okay, all right.
Secondly, yeah, I spent that whole section going like, yeah, you can like Avatar as much as you want. You're still going to be white. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know, the moment of realization I had during that is I was looking at the, like, face jewelry on the Na'vi, the beads that they have on their cheekbones and stuff, and I said, wow, that must be really nice for this game that just looks like the tracking markers they do for mocap. And I'm like, why didn't I realize that watching that movie 15 years ago? What the fuck? It has to be in a game for my brain to turn on.
I made some critical damage. What about you?
Avatar's Ferngully changed my mind. What is the name of the toxic gas guy?
Hexus?
Smog? Hexus?
Hexus.
Yeah, he's not in Avatar. They don't have a Hexus.
Wait,
It would be really cool if they had a Hexus.
they said they had millions of players. I didn't think XDefiant launched yet. I guess it did, though.
It's not out. Chat, that's not out, right?
Executive producer.
They didn't sneak that out on us, did they?
They might have had an open beta.
Yeah, they had betas.
From players streaming our game during our closed beta test in April. And we've been absolutely overwhelmed by
Average Joso is correct. His name is Tim Curry.
all over the world.
That's
Now,
true.
for
Yeah,
us,
they've had
the
multiple closed
community
betas,
has
so I
really
guess
been
they're
the
adding up
core of
everybody
this
who
game's
played
development.
those.
All right.
And we've had 28 public tests so far, with the recent
20.
closed beta being the largest, and of course, the first with no NDA. And throughout
Cool.
all of these tests,
What a
we've done our
sick
best to
feature.
listen
Thank
and
you.
respond to the feedback of players.
Oh
So
man, when it
thank
zooms
you
out again, I need to
so
see
much
if it's
to the more than
man
1.5 million
bun
players
Splinter Cell
who
Min behind him.
participated in those tests, and the countless creators
Ah!
and streamers
Man
who
bun
shared their
Splinter
footage
Cell.
and feedback
Yeah.
about
That's-
XDefiant.
He's just talking about
Now,
iconic
we're ready to
Ubisoft
go.
Yeah.
characters.
You all know him. You love him.
And you love them.
On launching
Man
later
Bun
this
Splinter
summer.
Cell's here to save the day.
It's iconic.
Before we do that,
So here's
we'll
what's
be
fucking me
holding
up.
another test
There's the
to
depth
address
of
some
field
feedback
from the
closed
camera on the
beta.
thing behind him.
This
Yeah.
open
And there's a
section
pixelization
will be
from the
available to
screen.
everyone
And they combine to look like fake in-game depth of
Xbox
field. And I'm
Series
like,
X and S
they wouldn't
from June
bake that in the
21st
logo.
to June
There you go,
23rd.
Bob. Steam Next.
Is this
There you
is
go.
this a beta or just?
But
Yeah, it's
we're
open
opening
session.
it
That's
to
not what-
everyone
Open session.
to get as
Okay.
much feedback as
It's an
possible
open beta
on our
session.
netcode, our controller tuning,
I'm upset that they
and of
changed the
course,
picture before they
to
zoomed
stress
out.
the servers as much as
Yeah, that's
possible.
understandable.
So if
I
you
feel
have
for
not
you.
played XDefiant yet, this is your chance. But let's talk
That I will let
about
slip
what's
away.
going to happen when we launch later this summer. We will start with a 6-week preseason.
We'll,
that
we'll be
have
coming to
all
your
of the
home.
content,
Okay, they're
14
just listing.
maps,
I thought it was a
5
battle pass.
factions, 24 weapons, and much, much more.
Yeah, I thought
just
that
putting
too.
stuff in there.
Unlock
I
I mean, they
dead
said
set.
preseason.
which is
Right.
packed with
Oh,
some
so this is
really
also-
And now this is their roadmap.
four
Okay.
brand new meta-changing factions.
That's a lot of goddamn
with
maps for
unique
year
characters.
one, my
Wait,
man.
all of these factions
new
decided to
weapons
have the same
and
logo
12
but gussied up in different ways?
Right.
One
They
new
they
map
decided that at the
every
meeting.
month. All inspired.
We're the
by
pink
Ubisoft's
XD Rower
amazing
faction.
Look, okay, we all hate each other, but we don't have to be disorganized about it.
So
Year one.
Watch Dogs Legion didn't do so hot, so they rebranded this as being Tom Clancy, right?
Yeah, there he is.
Man Bun
We
Splinters.
are committed to staying true to our community and to strive to make XDefiant the best place to compete and have fun.
I like Jack calling it the
Now, it's
colon
been
lesser
quite
than.
It is. So is.
Thank you again to all of the players that supported XDefiant so far.
Year two's
for
gonna
everyone
have
who
the
hasn't yet had a
side-eyeing
chance
sweaty emoji.
to game soon. Thank you.
Oh, we can see whatever happened with glyphs.
And now
Oh, it's
30
this.
minutes of the game I care about.
Hey, look, it's the most promising thing Ubisoft has in tank right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the things that I found out on Twitter. This is really similar to the 2017 Prince of Persia reboot that got canceled.
Interesting.
The creator of Prince of Persia moved to the city this was made in to work on that reboot that got canceled. So he's pretty pleased that this is similar to that. He is not involved with this though, Jordan Mechner.
Huh.
Agro, how do you feel about the way he sheathes those swords?
Also, am I crazy or is this really dissimilar to the other trailer?
I mean, it feels similar stylistically. It's just an animated thing, though.
Yeah, this is just animated instead of. I remember that thing from Wild Heart.
You remember Wild Heart?
Oh, he's a magic.
No, I remember the boar. That's
It's gone
it.
now. It's been 4 more seconds.
Man, they sure liked Spider-Verse, huh?
I mean,
to be fair,
they are
everyone
animators, so
Yes.
like.
If things just kind of looked like Spider-Verse for a while, I'm not gonna kick that out.
This actually looks a little bit closer to the new TMNT.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sort of vaguely, almost claymation, but not quite.
And this is when I'll bring. Wait, which new TMNT?
The one that isn't out yet. Yeah.
Okay.
the movie.
Okay. You gotta help that boy get his crown.
Yeah.
He's like, where did I leave it?
No, I think he got captured and you gotta save the prince.
So wait, is this the?
Hi everyone.
Is this the guy who's responsible?
Or is he the handler?
We're holding him responsible.
In 1989, I discovered a great action-adventure game, both challenging my skills
Hey,
and respecting my
that's the prince.
What do you call
It was
that? An
Prince of
adventure?
Persia. I am Muniradi.
You're kind of
game
escaping a
director
prison
of
for
Prince
most of
Persia.
it.
Sounds adventurous.
Yeah, that's pretty adventurous.
Chad, I understand what you're trying to say, but when you go in actual Persian, you sound so white.
Wow!
Oh my god!
Pictures.
In an era where the laws of mortals were ruled by the laws of gods, you are Sargon, a fearless sword prodigy, the youngest member of a squad of 7 elite warriors, the Immortals. One night,
Immortal.
Prince
I-
Hassan saw her to the throne.
When's the toy set launching?
I
and
mean,
taken to her hostile and cursed land.
look, if they all get games that are all also Metroidvanias, look.
You and your brothers in arms are sent on a rescue
I'm an easy man to
mission
please.
save Prince
Make it a
Hassan.
Metroidvania, I'll probably play it.
However, this assignment will cast you straight into the lion's den. And it is here that you, Sargon, and the whole kingdom must prepare to face the greatest threat of your lives. This is your story.
Okay.
In Mount
Starry
Kaf,
Night has a point.
the destiny awaits.
The Immortals were actually the slaves of the Persian Empire.
When entering Mount Kaf, your mission is clear. Find Prince Hassan and bring him back to Persepolis.
This dude hasn't eaten
However,
anything other than
Mankind
broccoli and
Oh, man.
boiled chicken breast for
Yes,
months.
he's dehydrated.
Maybe you don't want a cuirass, but like a shirt, maybe a jerkin,
Where time flows differently.
poncho.
Patches of leather.
We already met the scene like it was earlier in the game where the sword got slightly cut, so we had to take it off.
Pasties.
In this cursed land,
I mean, I want all
Is
this.
he running on water?
Looked at.
Is that going to be a water run ability?
Cram it in my eyes.
Hey, this guy
Yeah,
does
wrong
have a
thing.
face confirmed, but
It is not 2016. You should be better than this.
Right.
this looks awesome.
Yes.
Does look pretty cool.
Look at him go. He's got air
Thank
dashes
God
and
it's-
double jumps and swinging.
Thank God it's next year, because this year for games is tough.
Right. Oh god, that weird Spider-Man.
That's your friend.
That looked like a merchant. You might be fucked.
Right?
Some dwellers are willing to help you,
She's so small.
while others are
She's very small. Yeah, this looks sick. This looks like the most I've been excited for a Ubisoft game in a while.
Yeah, it does feel like their take on like the Metroid.
This is Dread. This is very dready.
Sargon is a swordsman like no other.
Is he?
He is a fierce warrior.
2 swords.
What?
Also, his BMI is like 0.2, so like... Oh! Severing the spine in one spot was not enough.
Fueled by anger,
Oh god,
he
that
is
is sick.
life on the line to perform devastating attacks.
Oh my god.
You know what, game? I agree. That is the reddest shit. Oh no!
Time powers are back.
Time powers.
But this time,
Oh, cool.
what the hell was that? Not only in your hands. To face such a challenge, master a new side of his time powers and defy gravity.
What was that?
I like how this is an E3 conference.
Yeah, that's
great.
cool.
It's been forever.
I hate that we're having the problem of
By combining all these skills
zoom in on the
together,
right thing.
Oh,
express your creativity.
Chris, wasn't there a Toho game that heavily focused on like time powers?
Chris, you're a disgusting weeb. Tell us about Toho.
Epic combats.
It had a lot of stuff similar to this, yeah.
I just remember like he talked about it at some point.
I don't think it had like the leave a echo and teleport back to a thing, but a bunch of other games have had that. I think a fucking Guacamelee had that.
I mean, yeah, probably.
It is the year 2023.
And that's just a glimpse of what Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is all about. I'd like to thank.
Oh, are you two talking about Toho Luna Nights or a different one?
In-game music.
No, I was
okay,
talking
you
about
don't
Toho
know.
Luna Nights.
And of course, my
That's the one I was
fantastic
talking
team
about.
at
Okay.
Ubisoft Montpellier.
Oh, I knew it was a Toho game. I was gonna say Momodora. I
cannot
went
wait
nice.
for
No,
you
wait.
To get your hands on the game. It releases on January 18, 2024 on all platforms.
I wonder how much it's gonna be.
And enjoy the rest
Huh?
of the show.
I wonder how much it's gonna be.
Oh. Like, is it gonna be like a slightly lower tier?
Right? Are they gonna be like $70?
Or, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I basically don't care because Dread was 60 and that was fine.
Yeah, right.
Blood Dragon remix?
Yeah.
Hello, it's me.
Are
from
you
the future.
Captain Laserhawk?
Are you gonna sell us laser tag?
Waiting.
Hi,
He became self-aware in that
my name's
moment.
Daddy Shankar. I'm a TV and
Oh.
movie producer.
Oh.
You may know me from the
Castlevania.
Castlevania
Yeah.
animated series on Netflix.
What the fuck? Yeah,
Why
what
are you
the
wearing
fuck?
cyberpunk glasses?
Or
This is Blood Dragon now.
one of my fan fiction shorts on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
7 years ago, I got a call from Ubisoft offering me the opportunity to adapt one of their very, very, very serious franchises into an anime. But instead, I came back to them with a crazy concept inspired by the mood of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
I see that it's been
This concept
7 years and you don't remember it.
Vast library of characters.
I've asked them
and
to re-release it, but they
remix
said
them
no.
into
So
Look, it
here
was
we
made
are.
for like
anime
6 months.
series that would become this love letter to the 90s. Or at least how I remember
The last one of those we got was Kung Fury, and it wasn't
and
very
to my
good.
absolute surprise, Ubisoft said no.
Here's the next season of Castlevania.
Get fucked.
Just kidding. They said yes. That's why I'm up here. Come on.
I thought you were gonna rip this outfit off
the
to
story of
reveal a
how the
For
first
Honor
anime
outfit.
series by
I
Ubisoft
pivoted
was
hard.
Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. This show is many things. It's violent. It's a dystopian fiction in the spirit of the works of Aldous Huxley. It's a spoof. It's a satire. It's dark comedy. It's a love story.
It's hobby grade.
It's going to be weird when we do the podcast that's Major Lazer versus Captain Laserhawk.
Philosophically conscious show you've watched in a long time. The series was picked up by Netflix. It was animated by the renegade genius pirates at Bobby Pill's studio. And today, I'm very happy to announce that barring an apocalypse, which may happen.
Don't say that.
Stop it.
It will be released worldwide later this year.
Later this year.
Can we have a sample?
Oh, he's so happy. One of his hold for reaction actually worked.
I know, God,
to
please.
share with you an action-packed, Easter egg-filled teaser trailer right now.
I love Easter eggs.
I love eggs.
I love when I can point at screen.
This is not Hall H, my guy.
You want to be entertained? Don't change the channel.
That's a Mega Man 2.
I see.
Join the revolution.
That's an Easter egg.
Yeah, I'll never notice that one.
What was that one? I don't know.
Or that thing through the portal was a giant mutant rabbit.
Oh.
Man, that could be good.
No, that
it looks insufferable.
It probably
Yeah.
is good and insufferable. And the question is, which is it more of?
Insufferable.
At least it looked visually nice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as soon as anyone in there talks, I'm just gonna interest plummets to the floor.
Hey.
Gotta shoot the hoodie.
Yeah, I know. It's like, hey, we're doing it. We're shooting dudes in hoodies.
Well, the government said they specifically needed to die, so...
You're right.
People are saying Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is announced for $50.
Oh, wow.
No, somebody said the government said they specifically needed that. And you did not do any follow-up.
You didn't double check.
Look, I got
Well,
the
you
email,
are the
and
government,
Gmail's new
Aggro, so
feature
whoever
said it
you-
was legit.
If you're the government, whoever you shoot just becomes the person you were supposed to shoot.
Does that? Yeah.
God, ain't that the fucking shit.
I have a license to kill. No, you're certified on that weapons platform. I've explained this to you multiple times.
No, I'm James Bond.
No.
Weapon's hot. No, if you fire it too much, the weapon will get hot. Stop.
I'm James Bond. No, you are America's largest domestic terrorist.
I feel like once you start putting sci-fi gadgets into the Division, like the fascistic overtones cease being something anybody can ignore.
Yeah.
Because you're just mulching these weird stereotypical militia with smart guns.
It's so weird that it seems like it's the cities from Division 1.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're still in New York, right?
Wasn't it DC?
Oh, yeah.
DC
They're in
was
DC.
2.
Okay, there we go. So it is the phone one.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, I thought Resurgence was the extraction shooter / survival game / whatever that was.
No,
It might be in that they have different maps, but I don't remember. I think
No,
it
they're
had
doing that.
Doesn't it have like a name like Conquest or something like
Some
that?
other thing.
Isn't it
Wasn't
Con
there-
something?
Wasn't there like one that had like
Heartlands.
pandemic in the name and they
Yeah.
had to change its name?
That was a Rainbow
that's
Six.
a completely that's a
Yeah,
Rainbow
yeah.
Six that already happened. I think it's already been delisted, right?
I hope
Probably.
good luck to that thing we just saw.
It's an honor for us to be here.
No.
Wait, what?
No, you don't. Playing a fucking pirate song does not make your game better.
You said you wanted E3 back. Entire
didn't
monkey, entire monkey curl.
You didn't say when from E3.
Didn't we talk about pirate songs earlier this
Yeah,
Easter season?
I was like, the problem with pirate songs is that they're unassailable because they're either good and you're into it, or they're bad and it's like, well, they're pirates. They made a shitty song. That's diegetic.
Are you gonna tell them that it's shitty? No, they can kill you.
Yeah, if they could fight the scurvy.
Well, yes. Wait, is this?
Why did they mute this?
I think he's going.
Yeah, he's the drum.
You gotta be kidding. What? We swear the game is real, so please don't kick down our door. Just because the whitest kids you know sketch.
Got a pirate song about how you should pre-order and get the season pass bonuses.
Flag it stands for us alone, no one else around. We owe our honor to the sea and not to any crown. Yo ho, the seas forever roll. Yo ho, the winds forever blow. Long after I'm a day.
I'm gonna assume the stocky dude is the one with the deep.
Yeah, the deep bottom of the floor. That necklace was having a time on that dude.
Now, I just want to throw out one. Pirate song's pretty good.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Two, I bet these guys are jazzed to be here performing the pirate music.
It's been a great few years for people who like pirate music.
Yeah.
You know, until the Longest Johns come along and ruin every song they sing. I hate them so
I didn't know it was possible to have extremely strong opinions about pirate music in 2023.
The fucking Amazon music algorithm just hurtles aggro down a terrible path.
Yeah, no, like I'm sorry. I need every computer on this planet to learn. I do not like the Longest Johns, and I am not really a big fan of the Mountain Goats. I'm sorry. I understand that all the other music I listen to would lead you to believe that,
right?
But you've got to believe me when I tell you to stop recommending this band.
Right, that would be nice. A little bit of trust here, okay?
Oh, there's closed beta.
I let my song, I was like, Amazon, I want to listen to one song from the 70s, and I shit you not, somehow that spiraled out into it playing every last song CBS has ever played.
Oh, I thought we were going to see more on the Skull and Bones.
You know, good for
I saw on the 1800. I'm like, oh, we're doing a we're
that's
into a
yeah, that's really weird that we didn't see more on Skull and Bones. Oh, that's out?
What is that title?
Yeah, that's a great
that's
question.
T and an M.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, the logo for
It
Trackmania.
was meant to be. It's not really an M.
No.
More of an N.
Oh, the DLC.
Oh, God.
Was that one of those things where they sold the DLC before the game was out, and then it's like, oh, we didn't sell any fucking copies? Uh-oh.
Did they already announce Master Chief's coming to Brawlhalla, and that's what I missed while I was getting my GeoFuel?
Combat Evolved crossover July 12th.
Okay, so now we know.
They also had Jet Set Radio crossover with their weird roller skating game.
They have a roller skating game?
Yeah, roller ball or
I know,
something.
we just found out now.
Roller derby?
Is it one of those? Is it one of those derby ones that there was like 3 of in the same year, and they all glazed off our brains?
Yes.
Yeah, and it specifically was the one where Roller Champions chat saying it was the one specifically where the trailer looked fucking awesome, and then they showed gameplay, and the hype drop was immense.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah.
What?
And
oh,
Rayman.
Yeah, it's the Rayman DLC.
That is sick. That is
It is sick.
disgusting.
I don't like this Rayman redesign. He looks like a webcomic character.
Oh my god,
He does. They aged up his design by 8 years.
Oh, the crew, right.
Yeah, I'm like, this is, yeah.
I forgot they announced a new one.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Again,
we all
this
just
is
went,
also supposed to be out before the end of March next year.
I love that they have to put not actual gameplay footage because to some extent that looked about as good as Forza Horizon on like max settings.
Right.
But yeah, that was pretty funny earlier this year when they were like, here's just some more stuff from the Crew Motorfest. We're like, what do you mean more? Is this not the announcement? What do you mean you announced a new The Crew and we had no idea? And that was 4 months ago. The Crew is really neat in concept, so I'm hoping that this is the one, right?
I just can't believe it will ever play well.
I'm a fool. I want to hope because this game, conceptually, right, is something I really want. So I just every time have to put my hand in the blender. I have to check the outlets by sticking a fork in it.
Oh yeah, no, I bought Anthem.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're gonna get claimed, I might as well enjoy the music. But what if
I'm not sure I understand the point of a cinematic trailer for a racing game at this point.
What if actual gameplay footage? Huh?
Maybe.
No, we want you to understand the culture.
You see, it's Forza Horizon.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Because I feel like the Crew one wasn't.
No, it definitely didn't have the same feel, and now they've just become the same exact thing.
Now, each month, millions of thrill seekers, just like you, are enjoying, playing, eager to see.
Okay, you need to take
what's
that down
next.
a notch.
I am Stéphane Bellet, creative director of the Crew.
Your studio part of it is literally called Ivory Tower.
Yeah, it's freaked me out for years that they just call them the Ivory Tower, and I'm like,
That has never been used in a positive connotation. Why did you name your studio?
I'm gonna need you to give more studios even more tragic names.
The action driving genre, a celebration for car lovers to share and experience car culture fantasy on the beautiful island of Oahu. In Hawaii.
It's about being even more Forza Horizon.
But is it undulating?
Cars and driving.
They're gonna find a synonym for undulating. It's resonating. It's
Has something for
It's vacillating.
everyone.
It's a landscape.
Motorfest. Your portal to
It's
many
yoli.
This game's woke. It promotes vaccines. No, we said vacillating, sir.
Your cars. This is what Motorfest
Why
playlists
though?
are all about.
Corpuscular?
Playlists are truly at the heart of Motorfest. Want to immerse yourself in the
Jalapeno.
most exciting world of car culture?
It's ovulating.
Dive.
Impregnate the island.
Drive your car straight into the ovulating environment.
Quickly, we must race to the volcano.
That is where it is hottest.
You know, in a way, I guess it makes sense that an Ubisoft game would just become another game that was popular.
But see, right now, right, as I'm looking at it, it just looks like yet another game. It doesn't look like Forza Horizon. It looks like Need for Speed. I'm having a stroke that this game that was neither games became both.
Yeah, I never did the Crew have a distinct identity before this?
The Crew one was about either flying, driving a car, or a boat. No, that's the Crew 2. The Crew 1 is about going across the entire United States.
Yeah, they have like a mini version of the
Oh
US.
yeah, I remember that. It was really pathetic.
It was neat. It was early PS4 days, so you got to go, wow, it's big.
Cruising the USA?
They did.
Okay.
Race.
Did
the
you
first time
have-
that's happened?
Did you have the speed?
Yes.
Did you have the power?
No.
Black ash covered slopes. Adventure deep into lush rainforests.
Impregnated.
Introduce at sunset with your friends.
With your friend.
Opportunities for fun and challenge.
Maybe one of them just wants to watch.
Can the market survive 4 of these games coming out in the same 2-year span?
Well, one of them has Navis. Oh, wait, you mean just racing games, not Ubisoft?
Yeah, I mean Forza, Gran Turismo, this, and Need for Speed.
From past,
Well, we're over a year away from Gran Turismo.
future. Recognize the latest from Lamborghini?
I think so, yeah. I know.
Oh, yeah. I almost said car people need love too, and then I realized that lines up too much with some other thing.
He's in this weird middle ground where, like, this is too much for regular conversation. But if we were actively having sex, I feel like it would be like too little.
Yeah.
I think this dude, it sounds just like a dude from C-Lab 2021.
You mean the guy doing the terrible Jacques Cousteau impression?
Yes.
For me, it was like a return to the womb.
So stay tuned for more news about the collection import and our complete festival program later this month during our summer showcase. Since the beginning,
I really want a game that is called Motorfest, but it's about deranged people strapping engines to things that shouldn't have engines on them.
It's called Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, okay. They already made that.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
Join the party.
Why doesn't it work, sir? You didn't put wheels on this.
Share with the world.
But there's so much power.
It should go. It can go more than anything else.
At a certain point, physics just does what you want.
From the entire
You have to bend it to your will.
The number went up.
Mahalo. Thank you. Welcome to Motorfest. Enjoy the ride.
Now, chat, feel free to correct us, okay? Because maybe we didn't hear it. They didn't announce a real place this is set in, right? This is just fictional Ubisoft island.
I said Hawaii.
Yeah, they were listing real places.
Okay.
Or if they had their around the world, like I think one was like
You motherfuckers telling me I'm gonna have to ask Rig how authentic this game is? You fucking kidding me?
Yes, Eric Farrell. It's tropical Montreal.
Beautiful, sunshiny, tropical Montreal.
Our game takes place across 7 vastly different environments that are all the same downtown Canadian city that gave us a tax break.
Why'd they do that for your video game? This is confusing.
Well, we had to mega scan something.
Yeah, I wonder if this is literally the island Rig is on.
Yes, definitely race your old vintage cars that are worth more than the first place prize money could be.
Well, yeah. She's my lover.
It's a dream.
If I'm gonna impregnate the landscape, I want it to look like my old-timey car.
Yeah. This so isn't the Crew. I'm sorry. It's killing me that this is what they've done with this franchise.
Yeah, it looks like they just turned it into Forza.
Yeah, it is so blatantly that I'm floored.
Yeah, I don't even see the other vehicle stuff at all anymore.
No, it's gone.
Like a motorcycle came by in that final shot, and I was like, "That's the first time I've seen anything other than a car."
I think they had a dune buggy. Hello, MetaQuest.
ATV.
What VR game are you gonna make a Just Dance so I have to eat crow? Oh, you wanted more accurate dancing, huh?
This had like Assassin's Creed stuff at the front.
Yeah. Got a hashtag. Deer stabbing people in real time.
This is so...
Not actual gameplay.
Yeah,
well,
of
yeah,
course
it's a
not.
VR game.
I mean, he's moving without teleporting and not vomiting everywhere. This is unrealistic.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be all the characters from Assassin's Creed.
I misread the costume in that shot.
What if you were every Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, it's kind of like that low-budget downloadable one they did where they're just like, Assassin's Creed, stories from different time periods that we didn't want to give a full game. Like, hey, China.
Yeah, but those were new things. These are all old ones.
Right, yes.
It's kind of like Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles.
You're really overselling what we just saw.
I was really hoping we could see what the game actually looked like.
No. They want you to buy it.
Meanwhile, I'm just deeply annoyed it's not on PSVR 2. That this is a MetaQuest exclusive.
Right? Like, how?
Like, even though I'm going to end up with that exact headset because it's a cheap way to get PC VR, I still want it to look and feel a billion times better.
Maybe we will see it.
I hope you enjoyed that first look at this exciting new way to play Assassin's Creed.
Show me what it looks like.
Coming to MetaQuest this holiday.
I haven't seen it yet.
Assassin's Creed Nexus will push the boundaries of VR and let you become
You know how when you're in your creative writing class and they tell you to show, not tell? That's not how advertising works.
fight and be stealthy and new memories from 3 legendary assassins, Ezio, Cassandra, and Connor. I cannot wait to see our players.
Oh wow, it just
build
keeps
the
going.
thrill
He's just
of virtual
keep
reality
snicting
in
it.
the Assassin's Creed universe.
Yeah. Just gotta watch it. That's why they take the fingers off a lot of the time, because it just comes out when it wants.
Yeah, wow.
Assassin's Creed Codename Jade is our first open-world RPG game on mobile.
Okay.
It will take you to ancient China.
Yeah, they announced this other time. Yeah.
I forgot that's which one Jade was.
Brand new adventure.
Because I could never remember what Jade was.
Yeah, China's still like locked to things no one should ever play.
Hey, to be fair, the Chinese one is for the mobile market. Kind of makes sense.
I guess.
Because that's a huge platform in China.
Okay, so no VR. We're going to see the Jade.
Yeah, we're not seeing that VR game
No,
because
absolutely that game is not actually a video game yet.
VR trailers do nothing for anyone.
No.
Learning from their triumphs and mistakes. To illuminate and hold their stories to the light.
It's like, of course, it has to be about the Terracotta Army. That's the only thing anyone knows about from China.
There's a big wall and there's a bunch of stone soldiers.
Come on, just pretend Zhang Fei was a fucking assassin.
No, they're never gonna be brave enough for that.
That'd be so fucking funny. I mean, Zhang Fei of everyone.
Quick, name a historic Chinese figure that attacks from the rear.
Yeah, I guess the biggest ass pull they could do is like, nah, Lu Bu. Lu Bu was so stealth.
Yeah, it was actually his plan to be caught like that. Like that was all part of the history misportrayed it. Oh god, I want to see the recreation of that.
Based on what I know of Assassin's Creed's deep lore, why does anyone in China care about the hot white nonsense that is the Assassins and Templar conflict?
Because there's alien artifacts involved.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was like
They gave up on that shit in like game 2.
All right. Assassin's Creed Mirage is a very special game. Designed as an homage to the first titles of the series.
I hate that every time somebody announces a mobile game, I go, can it run on my Mac is the only question I ever fucking have. I just want to have a big screen and a controller, you
Sarah,
motherfuckers.
our narrative director for the game, will come on stage to tell you more about Basim and his journey. But before that, let's watch our story trailer.
I just don't understand why they don't release all these mobile games on normal platforms now. Like, they're up to real game tier.
But then they look like really high-end PS3 games.
So?
And for some reason, every publisher in the world has decided they can't sell you that because it will damage their brand. I don't understand either, frankly.
I mean, MiHoYo seems to be happy making billions of dollars shipping things the same thing on consoles and phones.
Well, MiHoYo shit doesn't exactly look like a high-end PS3 game like this does. That shit looks beyond.
Oh my.
Huh. I didn't expect zombies.
We're past zombies. These are mummies.
Comes from Egypt. The feathers of the heron were dipped in the blood of the targets. The feathers forge our paths, remind us of who we are, who we can be.
The Order has held dominion over men and their
Oh,
empire.
are those the masks of the Lords of Shadow?
Strike quickly.
Yeah, you got it,
They're
man.
the masks of the reactionary YouTubers.
Oh no!
The council has convened.
The Council of Akkad.
Do serves the hidden ones. That is a strange kind of freedom.
He seems to be able to stealth kill people, and they die.
Like some sort of... He seems to be able to assassinate people.
In this
Are
Assassin's
you telling
Creed
me he
game.
can kill people without other people knowing about it? That's who did he invented that?
Yeah, this is his own thing. That's what makes this Assassin's Creed protagonist different from all the others.
Well, in the past
10
decade,
years.
anyway.
Yeah.
And not the final judges.
So we have no date on this yet, right?
I thought we got a date.
He knows not.
Maybe we'll get
At
one.
Games Fest.
No.
Maybe I was wrong.
I could have sworn they said it was going to be second quarter, but we're already past that.
Yeah, Ubisoft has said a lot. Okay,
Oh,
people are
okay,
saying-
October.
There we go.
Oh, Digger time for some reason.
You can discover it in the deluxe edition. There he is again.
It's me again.
What does it mean to be free?
Oh, don't do that.
What must be sacrificed in the quest for
Look.
freedom and justice, the hidden ones fiercely
She needs to
pursue?
look up into a spotlight and start tearing up, like the infamous Second Son speech.
Oh my god.
I love that. It was so
He
good.
looked like he was about to cry on stage.
Yeah, he's having deep cop PTSD.
Working in the dark to serve the light. But his nightmarish visions keep haunting
And that's
him,
really the
leading
problem.
to more
This isn't
questions
firing
with no
hard enough
answer.
with the speech.
In
I don't
Baghdad,
look into
the
her
two
eyes and
issues
see
come
infinite wells of sorrow.
The
Off of
capital
a
of the Abbasid
imagined
Empire.
scenario.
One of the richest, most diverse, and most advanced cities in the world is at a turning point of its history. Unrest is growing, seeding a revolution against corruption and arbitrary justice, an uprising that will turn the tides of history and change the lives of everyone.
Yeah, it hits a little different when,
Childhood
infamous
friends,
Second Son's
fellow
about
hidden
cops and
ones,
fascism, and then this is about...
allies and enemies will shape
She's like, I went to the Middle East once.
horrific visions.
It's just like, lady?
Only handle alone. There is a lot to look forward to in Assassin's Creed Mirage, and the best way to make you understand our unique Back to the Roots experience is to show you the game.
Wait, our
In
main
the
character's a
following
eunuch?
gameplay walkthrough,
Yes.
we meet Basim right after the assassination.
Well, they had to chop it
of
off
his
so the
first
blade
main
comes out
target,
the dick.
as he reports back to the Harbian
It just swings up from the
It's
ass.
like, I know about these assassins. They have the hand blade and the fingers. I'll block against that.
Nice try, fucker. Bam! He's just humping everyone to death.
Here, I thought the Chinese one would be the one with the eunuch.
Does the Chinese government have problems with eunuchs? They have a problem with a lot of like, this is femme-coded. No.
No, to work in the palace in ancient China, you had to be a eunuch.
I just had to clarify because there is a hell of a lot of that,
I was like, do they have a problem with eunuchs? Like, are they currently being menaced by eunuchs?
Damn, the eunuchs are at it again.
Time to vanish.
Steel Panther strike.
Yep, this is Assassin's Creed.
Yep, this is the stuff.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Yeah, it's so good when you don't do a thing for so long that people look at it like it's a magic trick because you did it again after like 7
your
years.
hands! Why?
Did you see
they're
that this
covered
is
in
gonna
wax.
this is gonna have literally have a 7th gen filter you can turn on?
Mm-hmm.
I want to look like a
26 frames a
CRT.
second.
I can go into the INI file and make it a 7th gen game. Just be like 640p.
That door opened for you. You did not open that door.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the timeline if they'd have kept making sequels to Assassin's Creed?
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I think things would be wild.
Alhamdulillah.
If they go back, if they show like the present day timeline and it has Nathan Drake or whatever his name is.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, what was...
Because it was the same voice actor. I can't remember.
Alan?
was
What
it?
was his name?
It's not Alan.
Ethan?
Desmond.
Desmond. It was that. Okay.
I didn't have a chance of remembering it because, yeah, it is a more
David
unique
and
name.
Rebecca have arrived from Alamut and set off to Al Abyssiya and Karh. I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
I wonder how many people on Twitch are just like, haha, these names sound funny because they're trying to fill dead air.
See Abu Ja'far about some
Dude.
things he's been working on.
Dude, what are you doing?
Come find us.
Haha, that sounded like Shaq.
I think all the people that would do that only play Fortnite.
I thought you were gonna say, I think all the people who do that were featured earlier in the XDefiant segment.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say the OTK segment.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far.
Is that how you say that? Did Disney lie to me? I thought it was Jafar,
What?
not Jafar.
Disney lying about other cultures?
Would they really do that?
Oh.
It's
Interesting.
Too much?
Like a mission select?
Oh.
From the job board?
Mr. Charlie the Plant chat says, yeah, don't worry. They quietly ended the modern stuff and defeated the main antagonist of the comic. Talking about Assassin's Creed or Halo, you decide!
What do you see, Enkidu?
Enkidu?
Yeah.
Let us
Since this is a throwback, though, this will probably bring back the alien shit.
Oh,
God, I hope.
Well, that's what that mummy was.
That bird is going to die, and it's going to be tragic.
But I think the sound you make when you do that jump now is now diegetic, and it's just that bird screaming.
But when it dies, no more scream.
Once it dies, you'll get a new bird because it'll also be a gameplay mechanic.
Oh, obviously, yes.
Right. Yeah, so it won't actually affect you.
You're not
No,
allowed to
it'll
feel-
just be you screaming.
But it'll be voiced by a Gilbert Gottfried impersonator.
I get that he just marked the guard, but now it looks like a blood-born dark spirit.
Yes. Well, I mean, those were his last actions before he died.
I need to hear it. I need to hear that fucking crowd line. If he falls, he's going to hurt himself. And when he does, I won't help him.
Thank you, Anchor. I completely forgot.
You guys excited for Assassin's Creed month here on GigaBoots?
Oh, no.
We play one.
That'd be a nightmare.
Two,
Probably Liberation.
2,
2,
3, 4.
3.
Man, look at you actually being able to aim equipment.
What?
It's the fucking Richter line. What? Or Alucard.
Whose footprints are all.
What was that?
I guess we have to review the movie for that month too.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh my God, there was a movie?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, there was. It stars Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
you're
it's got
right.
Meg
It just
fucking
came and
Nito.
went.
All I remember, all I know about that movie, because I only ever saw trailers, is the Animus is like a crane. It just picks him up, and he has to actually do the actions floating in the air.
Oh no.
Yeah.
If Minority Report had a sex swing.
When is Apple releasing that?
Apple Sex Swing Pro.
Right.
That's the stuff.
But yeah, obviously the Assassin's
gonna-
Creed month would have to be September or August, so that way it's Assassin's Creed month.
Now assassinate the gold guy and make all the birds fly up like they did in the original.
Wait.
Did you
Oh, this is good.
What? Oh
That's
my God.
good. How do you have this blink?
Right?
Maybe they are bringing back the alien shit, and he has an artifact of Eden.
That's sick. Did you have Detective Vision in one?
Yes.
In one?
I think so.
Yeah, I think. I'm positive you had it in two, but I'm honestly.
I'm like, it's a launch PS3 game. They had to like give you a way to identify a guard.
Right. It's kind of. It's sort of Detective Vision-y, but you know we weren't quite fully there. Yeah, that's an Assassin's Creed assassin right there.
Did he just pre-throw a smoke bomb?
He threw a trap down. So
That way, when people rush in the door.
Oh my God! It just has instant kill counters. Thank God.
Wonder if you can like buy throwing knives, or you have to go back to stealing them from Jewish thugs.
I think that menu earlier showed it buying some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they showed a shop.
And you.
Do not take any damage. What a weird thing for the guy who's hiring you to be invested in.
Yeah, that was a weird request.
Is that it? You got far enough away?
Or those like flex
yeah.
points to your other assassin bros.
Admittedly, I think he pulled that off excellently, and if he had fucked up even slightly, they would still be following his ass.
Yeah, he did have a lot of like throwing down smoke at the right times to hit guys.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Yeah, that looked really good.
That looked like a sequel to one.
Right, yeah.
I hope it sells better than any of the RPG ones, and they just stop making those.
I I hope that. I also hope it feels good enough that whoever getting on this podcast gets tricked doesn't have to be like, yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah, I'll be signing up to get tricked.
Hello, everyone. So first, I want to start by saying thank you to all gamers all around the world.
You're
I'm
welcome.
going to invite up my good friend Phil Spencer.
King of gamers.
He's just crying.
I'd like to thank all of my employees who have not unionized, and all of my executives who are not yet in prison.
And I wish for death to my loser sons who will not inherit business.
Did I say that right? Games we care about after show? Mirage and the Metroidvania?
I didn't hear him.
It was a little like
Yeah,
subtext
I didn't.
thing.
Your talent and passion are at the foundation of this fantastic lineup. So I hope you are all excited to explore the amazing playgrounds you have seen today. At Ubisoft, we are creators of worlds. We are also proud to partner with some of the biggest names in entertainment to create original stories in beloved
They're like Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Chose. From Ubisoft Massive to give you a first look at Star Wars Outlook and gameplay. So
Oh
thank
my
you.
god, what? They actually have a game?
Wow.
The neon's a weird choice.
It'll be hilarious if this just looks like obviously Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Calm down. Do you want to see gameplay?
We
or
did
not?
talk about how, like, if you recall, I was saying all that shit they showed for Beyond Good and Evil 2 could easily be thrown into a Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't think, was that on content or was
I don't
that just
remember.
a late night conversation?
I have no idea.
For some,
Because, yeah,
this is a time
that's absolutely what they did with all that
for
bullshit.
outlaws. This is a time of opportunity.
Okay, people are saying it was on Big Thing.
I really wanted him to come out
As a
and go,
cunning
what is
thief,
freedom?
Then he looks into the eyes, the camera and starts crying.
every single day.
Every day I don't have a cute alien on my shoulder. And
He's like, what is freedom? And he starts crying, and there's a giant pug on the screen behind him.
Dream
Porg.
Yes.
I'm so damaged because this dude doesn't even look that much like him, but he's close enough to looking like Secret Galaxy. I expect him to dish out some of the worst jokes you ever heard.
I'd really like a pattern or an explanation of his MC Hammer capris.
It doesn't. I'm not following. Did he?
Oh no,
was
I
he-
can't unsee.
Did I not notice him in the dance segment earlier? Is that?
They're just silent pants. I don't see the problem.
Criminal syndicates.
So I was doing a magic eye, and now my eyes can't unfocus and not see the pan.
All I see is boat. I cannot not see the boat.
Risky contracts and navigating complex relationships, all whilst avoiding oppressive
use of whilst.
imperial rule.
Is he still just word vomiting? It's a video game.
Candidates' journey will take them across the galaxy through stunning, varied open world locations and the wild.
But will it take them to the edge of the galaxy?
One of these
It'll be visceral and immersive.
Tashara, a moon that features windswept savanna and amberine canyons. Carved into Tashara's striking landscape, the city of Miragana.
This is it. This is the gameplay we get.
As a central hive.
I mean, sure is game.
Scum.
Where is the play?
And villainy.
You're getting played right now.
KNX will encounter several criminal syndicates that learn that everything is measured in the value of influence, reputation, or cold, hard credits. This presents an abundance.
They should put the CEO in their games as a character, and it should be held in the same reverence as that Oblivion NPC that showed up in Starfield. So almost every trailer ends with you murking him.
On behalf of Massive in Sweden, along with Ubisoft, Annecy, Barcelona, Bucharest, Chengdu, Milan, Montpellier, Paris, Shanghai, Toronto.
The more studios you list, the less confident I am.
Yeah,
right?
this is not something that should be a marketing point.
We have so many bodies on the pyre.
To present to you this first ever look at Star Wars Outlaws gameplay.
We got every single studio in our company to make this vertical slice.
Please buy 20 million copies of this game. That's our break-even
If you're
point.
willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity. Thank you.
Now, if you looked at his hand, it did have an Assassin's Creed blade attached to it.
Saw that. Or was it a snowdrop?
Okay. So we've got stars.
Uh-huh.
It's only a matter of time.
We have space crack.
Yeah. Good. Gets you hot.
Real good.
No, don't swallow it. No, you will. Oh my god.
We only made one cutscene. It's your axolotl dying.
Good boy.
What? You sound like a Joel Haver character, right?
Well, that's the thing. There actually aren't any parts on this ship that are worth stripping. Oh, then I'm gonna have to draw out this bit for 3 more minutes.
There's
that's
some
terrible.
game. There's some game that was announced at this conference that Joel Haver, like at this E3, that Joel Haver's in.
What? The fuck?
Oh, okay. You're sending out the animal.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Hit that button.
Hit that button.
That's a subtle but very appreciated thing of the context clue or context tags aren't just always popping up. You activate it and aim it at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on tight, little buddy.
I love the notion, though, that if a tiny creature hits a button to cause machinery to start doing shit, somehow people nearby would be okay with that or not notice.
Yeah, not notice at all.
Instead
in
they'd be like,
real
oh,
life,
gross.
we'd be
Oh,
like,
God.
oh, God!
Oh, it's
Jesus
huge.
has the
Oh.
wheel! We have to stop!
Hey,
In Hut Ease. Oh, it never works out for
we'll
you.
figure this out.
We are playing like the Lady Han Solo.
Yeah.
There was no way you were gonna win that draw.
That was a pretty sick, like from the hip quick draw.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh,
punch him! Every time you get shot, you should make the Wilhelm.
Yeah. No, Jesus.
Boss mode. We're literally selecting shot types.
I like that this isn't making me immediately just think, yeah, this is not Far Cry.
Yeah, this
that's
is the most
helpful.
distinct thing they've shown.
I find it interesting your blaster doesn't have ammo, it just has heat.
Yeah, that seems like pretty typical for Star Wars games now. Like they realize that's how things are supposed to work in that universe.
Right.
Meanwhile, I went through guns like fucking tissues in the fucking Edge of the Galaxy game.
I was gonna say, like even in that, if you fired normally, it was fine. If you unloaded in one round, then you had to reload.
Well, Dan, that's why they included the clubs, the axes. What did you have them put on?
Yeah, it was hammers.
Okay, yes, hammers.
You definitely want to ride the bikes. That's important.
Yeah, this looks cool as hell.
Okay,
Yeah.
hover bike. I'm 50% more interested than I was 10 seconds ago.
It looks like it doesn't control like ass.
Yeah, it looks like it controls better
Yeah,
than the
that's
crew.
that's actually the part that's killing me is that control-wise, this looks like it does not have the Ubisoft problem.
And you also don't have just speed lines on the screen to let us know we're going fast. It seems like we're going fast.
Yeah, I mean, fast for a hover bike, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Waiting for you in Jaunta's Hope. Were you seen?
I said I got it. What else matters?
That is not the question I asked.
Hikes anytime soon.
Well, they'll probably forgive me.
Comforting.
Man, this looks kind of crazy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this
if
looks
if this is
visually
like-
amazing.
If they made like Space
There's Jaunta's
GTA,
Hope. We made it, Nix.
Mm-hmm.
that would be a really good angle.
Which seems obvious now that you've said it. Like, Jesus.
I feel like that was the promise back when we had like Star Wars 1818 or all those other things.
I figured it was always just Uncharted, which I'm
Yeah.
also thinking this is just Uncharted. I think at some level they're like, people want a hub, sure, but they want really scripted, cool gameplay stealth through this segments with set pieces.
Right, like that opening thing definitely felt Uncharted-like.
Oh, this is fucking sick.
that robot's wearing a coat.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but you Troy.
What?
The fuck you say to me?
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Ooh, look at that sick robot scar.
See you back at the ship.
He's also a hippie.
Weirdly, just so random people use those beads in the Star Wars universe.
They say things like wizard.
Okay, Vess. Back already. I told you she's fresh, but she's good.
Who's this?
Fish person or lady who smokes 10 packs a day?
It could be both.
This job was more complicated than you said, Danka.
You lived.
It was supposed to be hard.
He's on twice. They're investments.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that.
Wait. We haven't met. Don't
Hi.
really know many of
That's my money. What's your name?
stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to if you're smart.
Yeah.
But I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble. You pay the tax just like everyone else.
Whoa, kid, let's just relax.
For this game's like, what do Star Wars
Wanna
fans
make
like?
Dr. Shara
Shooting
alive?
first.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like this entire game is just you play as Lady Han Solo, who will always fire first. There will be no moment where someone gets the draw on you.
I fucking love her immaculate 80s hair.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be about
Okay.
you.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah, it's GTA.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
my star level.
My star level.
The Empire's
We're
anus
now
is
up-
half red.
Wait, so here's
We
the
hit
time.
level 4. I'm now a Star Lord.
Yeah, I've never played a GTA, so I assume there's a star. Like there's
There
your
are
alerts.
stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to leave.
I'm just stunned by her running, and it doesn't look like she's a tank.
But what if she did? That would be crazy.
Like all the cool stuff is kind of bouncing off me because I'm like, wow, this doesn't look like it controls like shit. That's so new for a Ubisoft game.
This trailer has looked so good. This game is nowhere near done, is it?
Yeah, I'm like, this has to be all fake,
Oh, are we
right?
actually?
Right?
We're
Yeah, I
no
didn't-
man's skying it. We're just escaping the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think we're in the cloud loading screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's lasted a while, yeah.
It's okay. That's how
I mean,
it totally
supposed to be
looks.
next.
It takes a while to get to space.
Are we good?
Nothing on the sensors.
Did you go to warp in the clouds?
No. What?
No, I think you're just.
No, I think they're just
Anybody
outside.
Yeah, you just broke Atmo.
There sure is just
Okay,
a button for
okay.
hyperdrive.
Fighters on us.
We just have a lot of debris in the atmosphere, Bob.
Yeah, I guess it's like completely destroyed satellites all over it.
I mean, yeah, like this is the war amongst the stars.
I'm working on it.
Oh. I was always curious. So, Bob, hear me out. The reason all this debris is here is because somebody wanted to do a blockade in order to enforce a trade treaty.
Oh my god!
That sounds like an interesting premise.
Not even the right ship.
Incorrect.
Spooling hyperdrive.
I didn't expect this to have space combat.
Me neither.
Let's jump.
This just... Yeah, it seems like the Star Wars games is too good to be true.
Uh-huh.
We made it.
Nah, it's a good thing we escaped the Empire. They'll never find us.
I mean, that's how it kind of worked in those original movies. Just like, yeah, we went to warp.
Yeah, if you make sure you're not worth the resources to track down.
Would this game count as one of your gig economy predictions?
Here you go. Here you go.
Yeah, I
here's your
suppose it would.
here's a marble for you to swallow.
I do appreciate that this black market dealer broker person had them infiltrate to steal some snacks from this one group.
I don't think that was
They were hoarding all the snacks.
Crack can be a snack.
I mean, yeah.
How's your snack? Oh, it's real good. Gets me real high.
What's great, now I can taste the colors and everything else.
We had to get one more draw first, didn't we?
Absolutely.
Oh shit.
So are we gonna run the tow cable around it, run for it? And... Yeah, this looks sick.
Can you just include Kyle Katarn somewhere in this game? Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Right.
It would go up the charts fast. I'm gonna go ahead and prep people. There's like no way that game runs at 60 on console. No, thank you for the good Star Wars. That was the conference. I think that's it.
I did see, again, I could have hallucinated that. I saw a text thing that said, after show, we'll look at Mirage and The Lost Crown. Which I'll take a Nintendo Playhouse, whatever, Treehouse shit.
Yeah, I wonder how long it is.
Right. Yeah, that one camera just looks terrible. I don't know what the deal was.
Eddie, can you even see through those?
What?
The part of every Ubisoft conference where you're forced on stage to clap.
Everyone here presented, don't you remember? Everyone.
Man, Ubisoft really was ready to just go to E3. Like, this is literally like they clearly went to the place and did a live thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a hell of a cut.
Yeah, it was.
Avatar game is $70 and maybe also digital only.
In the bin. In the trash.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea on top of shipping 7 days into December. Like that's the one spot in the year that still feels dangerous to ship in. It's like the only thing I still consider kind of a death zone, because it's like everybody might just be done spending for the year.
Yeah, I can't think of any games that really launched there that people that sold well or even positioned to sell well.
Now, this isn't fair, but Smash multiple times.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
No.
I mean, it's shipping in December because Avatar ships in December. Like Avatar movies come out in December.
That's
or at least that's James Cameron's plan, starting with 2. Yeah, that's just.
I think 1 was the same.
Yeah, they like getting them out on Christmas Day, like making sure they're in theaters on Christmas Day.
But movies aren't games.
I know.
So
yeah.
I'm a little disappointed she doesn't have the same hair.
Around. You know, she's charming and she'll like.
Well, how would you know?
Well, like
she's wearing a helmet.
She isn't perfect.
Oh, okay, in that shot.
But she always seems to get away with it.
Look, do you really want to have to go get that perm every day?
I mean, no, actually, no.
Eric's
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Eric's like, I thought your hair would be a bit more stochastic, and she's just like, what does that mean?
I needed it to be diegetic or I walk.
Business. I kind of like this world, and she's trying to thrive on it.
She has to survive because nobody else will save her unless it's her. The only person that she has is her companion, Nyx. They're not even human, but that is the closest thing she has.
Well, let's not be that mean.
This is Star Wars. You can't say shit like that.
Yeah, what? In a lot of ways, it's kind of an extension.
This is the most racist thing in this conference since Eric said all stand users look the same.
To do things she never thought.
In that you can tell immediately that they're stand users.
You see? Are you hearing this?
It makes sense when something's off or see an opportunity or that kind of thing. Really, they're completely connected.
I love that relationship. I'm so excited for people to meet Nyx because they're gonna fall in love with him too.
I don't know. You just said he wasn't, human, and that it implied he was lesser.
And like some sort of one of the good aliens.
Yeah, I don't.
It's the civil war between the rebellion and the Empire.
Huh? Yeah, we're not doing like right before the trilogy or right after the trilogy for once.
I still love that shot.
Criminal
It's just like you ever just Run a Star Destroyer into another ship.
Turns out these things are like 60% hull. We just
Yeah, and shaped like arrows. Like, please insert me into another ship.
Held on to and was this notion of you live and die by your reputation. So it's really exciting for Kay and hopefully for players.
She's so fearless. You'll see her just go for it, and there's no stopping her, even when there's danger involved.
Even she can't stop her.
She'll never let you.
She's
see
tried.
It. Not really.
For a scoundrel story, you know, you really have to.
So they said this was early next year.
How far
Yeah.
is Kay
Wait,
willing
did they say early? I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was
thought
2024.
I thought it said early 2024. Either way, I was gonna say I don't trust that.
I know.
This is Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft has done nothing but lose our trust.
like that looked so
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna need to see it again later.
They were really embracing.
Okay, people are saying it just said 2024. Okay.
On the underworld. We want to focus on an outlaw navigating through that space, but we're sort of there to help guide.
I'm not excited for the Watchdog style, so this is what they showed us, and this is how it looked when it came out.
Really
Yeah.
it was a partnership through and through.
I feel like this.
Yeah,
is
I
one
think
of
there
the
was
biggest,
something
if
in
not
all the
biggest franchise of our
Ubisoft
lifetime.
interviews,
The themes,
like
everything's just
recently
been
with
part
all
of
the
our
their
world.
They're on Fire
And
stories where they're
for
like,
me and
yeah, they're gonna
love
try to
Star
get this
Wars,
out next year,
I know
but
that
don't
people are gonna love this
don't be
game,
shocked
not
if it
just
slips out of
how
next
amazing
year.
the gameplay
Yeah,
is, but, like, the
I
story
mean,
itself, to
I
see a
probably
young
would have bought
girl
next year a lot more if they didn't leave the planet to go somewhere else.
Right.
That is when the scale jumped up immensely in
I
my
mean,
brain, and I went, okay.
All of that.
Maybe
really
the
has
areas
kind of
on the
helped
planets
inform
aren't super
character.
huge.
She has
Entirely
a
possible,
way
but
of
still.
jumping between that matinee action, high stakes tone to shifting to really intimate, really
What a
personal
Muppet.
performances that make you connect to Kate.
getting to.
But man, they didn't show us a screen of Skull and Bones. That game is not real.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But the closed beta is in August.
Look at these jangling keys. Listen to this pirate shanty.
You won't make it off to Shara alive. Maybe.
And yeah, it kind of feels like she was always meant to be Kay. She informs it in every way.
Yeah, anytime that you just say
love bringing a
year,
character like
you
this
lose a
to
lot of
life,
confidence in
and
a
it's an
release.
honor, honestly,
Like if
to
you
be a
can't even
part
nail
of this
down a
world.
quarter,
It's definitely a dream come
you know
true,
something's
and
up.
I'm still doing it, so literally like about to hop and do a scene right now. So it's all just exciting, and I feel
What the fuck? That's not even on camera. It's just like, stop it.
And I'm happy that they found me because I feel like I was meant to play this role.
I'm happy that they
sure
found
to
me
catch
is
me
such an
alongside the
actually
developers and
reasonable
cast
way to
members
take that.
At Comic-Con
That's
International this July in San Diego.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot more enjoyable than those weird interviews with the main character of that Star Wars Battlefront game.
Oh,
who's
Battlefront
like, I am,
2?
Yeah, she came out to be like, I am the girl boss.
And then she paused for the audience to clap.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a moment. The Crew Motorfest is $69.99. It might also be digital only as well. Holy shit, these are flags.
About what we saw in the gameplay walkthrough.
That really, that makes me think it's just no, they don't have a physical option on their site.
Yeah, I'm like,
This is our first.
more and more things moving away from doing a physical
Avatar-
seems crazy.
Avatar, sure. That seems like something they'd rely on the brand enough to do something like that. The Crew Motorsport, no, probably
very
not.
Curious personality, as you can see here. He can be a bit stubborn, but he has an incredibly strong bond with
But if
Kay
they want to
and
be
always
the first big publisher to self-immolate
She's
on
grown
that
up with
pyre,
Nyx for most of her life. He's not just a pet, he's family.
And here we have Kay. First introduction to a brand new scoundrel in this galaxy.
Kay is a young thief who's found herself on the moon of Tashara, which is a hive of.
Isn't this the stuff you just said in the last two interviews?
She's picked up a high-risk job
Yeah.
stealing a faceless, sort of mollusk-like object from a lieutenant of the Pikes.
We had a lot of teams all over the world making these videos.
It was my first time seeing it.
We didn't see their video. They didn't run it past us. We have no idea what the fuck they said.
We'll be tangling with in Star Wars Outlaws. And the Pikes here are.
There wasn't a lot of
borrowing
communication with some of the
without permission
studios.
some vehicles from the Empire and the Rebels.
Montreal just started turning in Art of Cardassians for a couple of weeks. And we had to send somebody over there to straighten that out.
I like that if you point it at the ground, it looks like he just goes there and dances.
Yeah, he's got to be a distraction.
Nyx is a whole bag of tricks in and of himself.
Okay, Nyx, sneak
Soren
up on them
pushed
and
that
break their
button
neck.
from a distance. He can,
I know you can do it.
He don't like that in the seal tree.
Oh yes.
Nyx climbs up the enemy, and then once it reaches the shoulder height, it just becomes a standard neck break animation for any other video game. Just standing in midair and everything.
Of them together as a whole.
I was just leaving.
So when we meet Kay in the beginning of the game, she knows her way around the blaster. It's not necessarily her first option or primary tool to solve a problem or a situation. However, as we progress through the game and its many ever more dangerous situations, both Kay and the blaster itself will evolve and improve. And
there were some MPD guys saying by 2028 we will be seeing most AAA games be digital only.
Yeah, I saw that article.
I don't know that actually makes sense, but
Kay's blaster is
they're gonna
very
try it.
meaningful to her. This blaster has a lot of
most seems like a big ask even by 5 years from now.
Upgrade and apply to the blaster that allow you to deal with situations in radically different ways.
Yeah, it seems crazy that they would move to do that just to cut out the retailers completely.
So here I think we have a very good example of...
Yeah, part of me doesn't even know if that's what's up anymore, or if it really is just they want to develop the game until the last fucking second.
Yeah, not going gold.
Because Walmart probably has a similar cut to Sony or Microsoft through the direct stores. Take that, room!
Yeah, but you don't have to pay for shipping or
The
discs.
solution is just to get out of there.
I mean, that's on.
So ever
That's kind of on
since we
Walmart,
kicked off this project,
like margin wise.
collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, one of the things
If there wasn't a better margin, nobody'd do it.
Authenticity. One of the things we were passionate about is bringing something to the galaxy.
I
of Star
think
Wars.
the idea
One of the biggest
is
things
you do
was
digital
this,
only at
real
launch so nobody can trade in your fucking video game and you don't get resales on any level. And you save the logistics up front. Then later you release it physically so the physical heads, which is sadly what we have to call them, will buy the disc copy later, and you still eventually get it to a store for some casual to walk in and see it and just pick up and buy.
God, the thought of it, AAA games moving to the indie, like release schedule is disgusting.
I think that's the goal.
I think this
that's
is
the
not.
end
I don't think it's going to work out for these games that need millions upon millions of sales to break even.
game. Yeah, I don't think within 5 years it makes sense for your AAA, like legit AAA game to do that.
Plus, somebody's gonna fuck up, and some company will fuck up and take away somebody's digital games, and that'll set us back like 10 years on the road.
When they just play through something, it's a success.
Kay's reputation with the syndicates will play a big role in.
But yeah, I don't know.
It's really funny to have them just point out every fucking thing you would pick up by watching it and just being like, yeah, I get an idea for her personality. Oh yeah, I saw that pop up. What I'm trying to say is in a few minutes here, he's going to pause on the giant text that said wanted.
Now you might be shocked to learn.
Go on.
Boss spy.
This is a tiny outcrop, an oasis of civilization in these windswept plains.
Yeah, I don't know about watching this.
No. Yeah. I was like, maybe it'll have new information, and this is.
Yeah, we all have better things to do than sit here for 3.5 hours and be subjected to this for God knows how long of that.
Right, just rewatch every trailer, but slower.
Oh my, with director commentary.
Right.
Back and to the left. Let me check again real quick. Don't want to say this incorrectly as to when we're going live for Capcom. Hey guys, we're going to be back at 4:15 EDT. So that is just a bit under 3 hours from now.
And I'll be back and my teeth will be clean as fuck.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, watch for that, everyone.
We're going to have to adjust the camera exposure so it doesn't clip his teeth.
Yeah.
So we'll be back for that in a little under 3 hours. But let's go ahead and do the scores and let me get chat the ability to vote on this.
Precious reputation
Bestow upon them democracy.
is the key to some of the most lucrative opportunities out
there. Let's see.
Important note, though, something that's key to the fantasy of the free scoundrel lifestyle is that you're never in servitude of anyone. You're making your own choices, carving your own path through this world, making a name for yourself.
Job was more complicated than you said, Dunka.
You lived.
Who she works for.
But yeah, if this game ships and it's anything like what this implies as an experience, it will be fine.
Yeah.
Fine to great.
Syndicates through those choices is going to be key to gaining bigger and better rewards, whether it's for credits or priceless artifacts.
Now this is where you have to make a moral
The world
choice.
is black and white, and we wanted to reflect that in the choices she makes when taking.
Okay, Chad, there you go. Once again, as a reminder, if it's A+ or A-, that's just an A. Same goes for every other letter. There you go.
About how the job went down or the intel she learned. It's really left up to her.
You love video game?
In these scenes,
Video game purple. In this video game, there's a wanted level.
I like wanted levels.
Yeah, you want wanted levels?
Yeah, I'll take Star Wars over Watch Dogs any day.
Watch Dogs? Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs Simulator.
Let's go. Watch Dog Power Watch Simulator. That dog is so clean. A little concussed, right? But so clean. What a clean boy.
The dog flies into a wall nearby.
It flies through a screen door.
But as you can see here, we
man, I'm still sussing out my feelings on this, and because of that, we're gonna go to Aggro first. Hey, Aggro.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about the Ubisoft Forward?
I'm still sussing out my feelings on that. Because of that, we're going to go to Bob.
Hey, Bob. What are your thoughts on the Ubisoft Forward?
I thought this was actually pretty good. Like, I went in with zero expectations for Ubisoft. They showed me a Star Wars game that looks really good and like fake almost, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for now. Assassin's Creed looks like Assassin's Creed for the first time in over a decade. And that Prince of Persia game still looks dope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a B- because it still has some Ubisoft stank, but I like it.
Bob says Ubisoft Forward quote stinks good.
Something that you can play around with.
It stinks, but I like that.
I need to confirm or deny this with you all. Do they just lose like a whole, like they go down one grade next year if they show this again and it does not look this good?
Yeah, basically.
Because that means they lied to us this year and next year inherits that sin.
Right.
Okay, good. I'm glad we established that now.
Also, I couldn't have it set at a B because, oh my god, Avatar. Wow, that looked bad.
I thought Avatar looked fine.
It looks gorgeous, but oh man, it looked bad.
I feel like a lot of what Bob said lines up with how I feel on this. This was nowhere near the worst Ubisoft conference. It might be the best Ubisoft conference.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's actually probably that. That's upsetting.
We ended up at opposite year. Sony brought in dog food. Ubisoft and Microsoft are knocking it out of the park. Ubisoft for possibly the first time ever, and Microsoft for the first time in forever. This has been a pretty solid year.
Dogfighting level.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give them a B- as well. The only reason it would go lower, because for me, Avatar looked fine. I just worry that game won't run well under any circumstances. And 30 frames per second first-person shooter, I don't enjoy that. The reason it would go lower is the crew just looks like Forza Horizon now, and that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Like it lost its identity again, because it shifted from 1 to 2, but it still had the core idea. There was a core notion. It is just fucking gone now. It's Horizon as well.
An ecosystem.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a B-. Hey Eric.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm kind of sitting at a B-. Like it sure had a lot of stuff that had games. The thing was brisk. They showed nothing trailer and then went, oh sorry, here's the gameplay.
Yeah.
A lot. And the stuff that didn't was funny, like the Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
And the VR thing. Oh, B minus.
Yeah, if anything, they should get points for making the most E3 conference.
Wow. They sure did.
Hey, Aggro.
I'm docking them points for making the most E3, like
Wait a minute.
regressing to
E3
these practices
derogatory.
of having someone I don't give a fuck about on stage standing in front of the trailer while the camera looks at him. I don't need two different people to walk out and say the same nothing between the two sections of trailer.
Yeah.
Like when I said the other day that Microsoft, this is how you do it, this is how we learned to do it. This is the style of conference we evolved into because it's better. They had a bullshit fake pre-show at the beginning of their run, which was just uncalled for. But there was a lot of great content in this show. Like the games they showed them correctly. We had a story trailer, then they showed us some gameplay. It was good stuff. And that all evens out, assuming that Star Wars is real, to a C-.
Okay. Chris, what do you think?
I know this isn't how it's supposed to work, but I can't change how I feel. I'm going to give this a B because they showed anything I might buy, which is a fucking rarity for a Ubisoft conference.
Yeah, they get that curve. That kind of is like a Hail Mary, right? It's the water in the desert.
They showed the Star Wars game, if it hadn't looked like it controls correctly, that was the big selling point. It's like, oh, it doesn't look like that speeder bike controls like shit. It doesn't look like that if I want to turn around while running, it's like turning a car. And that helps a lot. Let's hope they don't fuck it up in the 18 months before that game comes out.
One of the different surprise that you will
my game of the show is probably this Prince of Persia game. Like, this is so clearly something I want.
There's a curse.
I feel like the most concerning game at the show is that the Crew game, where it's just like, what is the point then? What is your thing?
We have Forza Horizon at home.
If that's digital only and shipping on top, basically on top of Starfield, it's doomed.
Oh god, yeah, it is.
Don't worry, I'll step on top of Forza Motorsport.
Did we actually see Just Dance, or did we just see people dancing?
Is there a meaningful distinction?
I thought there was a thing that showed graphics, but I couldn't perceive of any game.
I just
there was no
disconnecting.
There was no footage that was gameplay-like because Just Dance has been the same game for something like 16 years. It's barely a game, so if you just show music video-like visuals and have people dance, that's...
Oh, this is pretty trying core.
I think it will surprise the players.
Could it not be?
Leading elements like platforms that
let me see if chat finished voting.
Activate it.
They're almost done voting. How is it currently going? The current winner at 61% of the vote is C. 34% are saying B. 3% are saying A because presumably she shot first every time. 0% of people said F. I think that's a huge accomplishment for Ubisoft,
that
frankly.
didn't show up.
Yeah. Very tricky platforming, and even you could use it in combat if you have enemies on it. You just have to shoot the bell. And
do you think there's someone out there that's like, oh, it wasn't running at lock 60 in the dev window in that video they showed? It's obviously just gonna have performance problems.
We can easily mix combat.
I mean, it will. It's the Ubisoft game.
I'm very
like
smart.
To compare everything that is tied to platforming and combat to a music partition. I see a half and quarter and whole everywhere. And that was something that we use a lot for the platforming and combat. You know, the sense of rhythm.
Wow. Your 2D action platformer has the understanding of rhythm as though it was like a song, this gameplay mechanic. I wish the devs of Beat Saber could have also figured that shit out.
The way it's moving and the way the player can execute their combos.
So back in the days, Sand of Time had pushed the boundary standards with a nice and smooth animation. So of course, for the last round, we are aiming the highest animation quality.
Ubisoft sites lists Assassin's Creed Mirage as digital, but we know it has a physical, so that's just their sites like that.
Yeah, I was like, they already announced the physical for some of these because they're pre-orderable at GameStop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it doesn't make sense for the numbers Ubisoft is going for to go digital only at this point. And I yet again, still think it's unlikely that majority of AAA will get there in 5 years. We'll see.
Like
Yeah,
this,
I mean,
this shit, people seem to act like, well, more and more people are buying digital. That'll continue forever. Instead of no, it's trend, and trends reverse.
This game is modern.
Like that's how it works.
Yeah, I mean,
to be sure that our players feel.
I assume we're just going to bounce
decide
back
what is
between
the
like
next objective,
60% digital,
because this is a
40%
genre
physical,
where you are
60% physical,
in a
40% digital
or
forever.
plateau somewhere.
Because like for some games, some people have different preferences. Like fighting games, I want to own those digitally. I want to be able to boot a fighting game.
And a lot of like it was all hypercharged by the pandemic happening.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think that they think it's going to keep at that rate. It's like, no, guys, it's not that
Probably going to
anymore.
backslide. Like I bought all digital during the pandemic. I switched back.
Right.
Characters, a new combat system.
There's also the entirely real possibility that if these companies start doing that, like, well, we'll stop used game sales. A lot of people factor trade-ins into what they buy.
Yeah.
I know I do this year because last year I invested too much in the channel. One person voted F. Just
there he is.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Like if I...
4 people. Let me run through this real quick. 4 people voted A. 2%. By the way, the vote's done. That's why I'm reading it now. 6 people voted D for 4%. 33% of people voted B, a total of 54, and 100 people gave this a C at 61%.
Most recent trailer.
You were gonna say, Chris?
This is our first glimpse of this vibrant city.
Like if I buy any of these Ubisoft games, they're going to be physical in case they're terrible, and I can just trade it in.
Right, like I'm not buying a digital copy of the Crew Motorfest. There's no world in which I'm doing that. I'm also not going to do it with Avatar. That's too risky. It's way too risky.
Basically, any Western game is too risky these days. Like I need that out in case.
Yeah, it's like
quickly get into trouble.
If we didn't do the podcast where I kind of have to stay on top, I just have like a 6-month waiting gap on most things because I'm like, I'll play a more complete, more polished version that will cost less. Like they really got themselves in this trap where it's like the people who have the worst experience are the people who buy it on day one.
Yeah.
Tight situation like that.
But yeah, I guess I'm that way with a lot of stuff because I didn't even like that was Final Fantasy 16.
Like the only company that seems to understand, no, your game should be done. Is Nintendo.
Good old vibes from
as long as it isn't a sports game.
The very first one.
But as I said before, we're going to be back in about 2 hours, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
At 4:30, I believe. I'm going to read it again just to be absolutely positive. Don't want to fuck this.
Starts at 5. I think it's 4:15.
Is it 4:15? Because they're starting 30 minutes early. The bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4:15. So we're going to be back in 2.5 hours.
Why are they starting early?
Because they're doing a pre-show. Because they hate us.
So they're not starting early.
The fucked up thing is their pre-show is 5 minutes shorter than the show.
Right?
What?
Yeah, so
there's 2 shows.
Or just a show that's an hour in 5 minutes that should be the show. Anyway,
complicated thing to do right.
Well, I know it's not that complicated. Why are they doing this? Anyways, we'll be back for that, so keep an eye out. There will, of course, be notifications on Discord and a tweet, but Twitter's a nightmare, so don't trust it. Go to our Discord. I'm going to write that in real quick. Follow us on, join a fucking Discord.
In fact, if Twitter says we're streaming, we're not. That's a stranger.
Don't trust Twitter. Don't believe their lies. And let's go ahead and raid someone.